In the vibrant and bustling bird kingdom, there lived a young red bird named Ruby. Ruby was strikingly beautiful, with feathers that shone like flames in the sunlight. However, Ruby had a secret that set her apart from all the other birds. She was terrified of heights. Unlike her friends who soared high in the sky, Ruby felt safe only on the ground. This fear made her the subject of ridicule among her peers. From a young age, Ruby tried to overcome her fear. She would flap her wings and try to take off, but the moment her feet left the ground, panic set in. Her heart raced, and she would quickly return to the safety of the earth. The other birds laughed at her and called her names like Flightless Ruby and Grounded Bird. Despite her embarrassment, Ruby remained kind and friendly, always helping others in any way she could. The constant teasing took a toll on Ruby's spirit. The other birds' laughter echoed in her mind, making her feel small and insignificant. She often watched with envy as they performed daring aerial stunts and flew to distant places she could only dream of. The bird kingdom was filled with the joy of flight, and Ruby felt isolated and alone. Despite her fear, Ruby longed to fly. She wanted to experience the freedom and exhilaration that came with soaring through the skies. She practiced in secret, hoping to conquer her fear. But each time she tried, the ground called her back, and her fear kept her grounded. One day, a particularly cruel bird named Skyler, known for his spectacular flight skills, decided to humiliate Ruby in front of everyone. He challenged her to a flying competition, knowing she would never accept. When Ruby hesitated, Skyler laughed and said, "See? I told you she's just a useless bird who will never fly." Feeling defeated and heartbroken, Ruby wandered deep into the forest, far from the bird kingdom. As she perched on a low branch, tears glistening in her eyes, she heard a gentle voice. "Why do you cry, little one?" Ruby looked up to see an old wise owl named Oliver. Known for his wisdom and kindness, Oliver had a reputation for helping those in need. Ruby poured out her heart to Oliver, sharing her fear of heights and the ridicule she faced because of it. Oliver listened intently and then spoke softly. "Fear is a powerful thing, Ruby, but it does not define you. You have a kind heart, and that is your true strength. Flying is not about the wings, but about the spirit." Ruby was puzzled. "But how can I ever fly if I'm too scared to leave the ground?" Oliver smiled. "You must find your courage. Start small. Believe in yourself, and remember that every bird has its own unique path. You are stronger than you think." Inspired by Oliver's words, Ruby decided to take small steps towards overcoming her fear. She began by hopping to higher branches and perching there for longer periods. Gradually, she moved to low tree branches, feeling the wind beneath her wings. She practiced flapping her wings and gliding short distances, always remembering Oliver's words about her inner strength. The progress was slow, and there were many moments of doubt and fear. But Ruby persevered, focusing on her small victories rather than her setbacks. She found that the more she practiced, the more confident she became. The ground, while still a comfort, began to feel less like a prison and more like a starting point. As Ruby's confidence grew, she decided to try something bolder. She climbed to the top of a small hill and looked down. Her heart pounded, but she took a deep breath and jumped. For a brief moment, she felt the thrill of flight before landing softly on the ground. The exhilaration of that moment filled her with hope and determination. Ruby's practice and perseverance paid off. She continued to take small leaps and glides, each one taking her a bit higher and farther. Her fellow birds began to notice her efforts and were amazed at her progress. The mocking and laughter gradually turned into admiration and respect. One day, a severe storm hit the bird kingdom. The winds were strong, and many birds were stranded, unable to fly back to their nests. Ruby, seeing their plight, felt a surge of courage. Remembering all her practice and Oliver's wise words, she knew it was time to face her fear fully. With determination, Ruby spread her wings and took off into the stormy sky. She flew through the strong winds, her heart steady with the belief that she could do it. Ruby navigated the treacherous weather, helping the stranded birds find their way to safety. Her bravery and skill left everyone in awe. When the storm passed, the bird kingdom celebrated Ruby as a hero. Skyler, the bird who had once mocked her, approached Ruby with sincere apologies and admiration. "I was wrong about you, Ruby. You're the bravest bird I know." Ruby smiled, feeling a sense of fulfillment and joy she had never known. She realized that her journey wasn't just about overcoming her fear of heights, but about discovering her inner strength and courage. Ruby's story teaches a valuable lesson about courage, perseverance, and the power of kindness. It reminds us that true strength comes from within, and that facing our fears, no matter how daunting, can lead to extraordinary achievements. Ruby's journey from a grounded bird to a hero in the sky shows that everyone has the potential to overcome their limitations and inspire others. The moral of the story is that with determination and belief in oneself, even the greatest fears can be conquered, and true bravery is found in the heart.